What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be reviewing the Derya TM22 Flash. Thanks to our good friends over at Derya for sending this guy out. We really do appreciate it. This thing is really cool. So we've had it a couple months. We couldn't show you guys, which kind of sucked because this thing is really badass. But since it's the new year, they're doing a whole line of the TM series. So if you're familiar from the Rock Island Armory TM series, you'll be very familiar with something like this. They have like a lever action one. There's one that looks like an M16. There's the regular TM22. And then there's this guy, which I personally think looks the coolest, but I'm a little biased on that one. Also, thanks to our good friends over at Gideon for sending the Guardian out. I asked them if we could get an LPVO for this build to really show it off, and I think it looks beautiful on the TM Flash. I'm gonna be calling it the TM Flash. Just know it's called the TM22 Flash. Also, big shout out to Disavowed for the Badger 3. This is a dedicated 5.56 cam, but it can shoot all these other calibers that you see on the screen. And it makes this super quiet. While it does add a bit of length, because this thing is, yeah, you're not putting this in any sort of carry case. You can just take it off. I have a direct thread, so it's not like permanently on here. And for those asking about this bipod, I have no clue. We got it off Amazon, so yeah. So these are 10 rounders. We're also gonna be shooting some 15 and 25 rounders later, and we'll show you that in depth when we go to the range. We're going to talk about the suppressor all the way down to the stock. Like I said, it's the Badger 3 by Disavowed. This thing has been so it's amazing. I love this can so much. Moving on down, you have enough M-Lock and Picatinny to add genuinely whatever you want. I opted for this style bipod, personally because of the looks, not because of the performance. I'm an aesthetic kind of guy, so that just, I don't know, it just tickled my nuts, I don't know. But you have a Picatinny on the bottom to add a traditional bipod, which, I mean, I probably recommend that over something like this. Putting it in a safe kind of sucks. It just takes up way too much space. Going on down, you have M-Lock, Picatinny all the way down, and then we put the Guardian LPVO. This is a 1:6 by Gideon. Getting down to the receiver area, you start to see where this thing kind of takes its own shape. Very interesting charging handle design, so it's on the left side. And you can see all the way through onto the other side, which is pretty cool, honestly. The bolt does lock back on the magazine, but when you take the magazine out, it does just go forward. So that is just one thing to note. So there's no bolt release like a traditional AR-15. The trigger is really nice, not a lot of take up, and yeah, it's pretty light. And then the reset, don't expect like a single stage trigger from like an AR-15. No. This is more for like plinking. It is good enough to get off really quick follow-up shots. The grip is rubberized, which feels really good, especially if you're shooting for a long period of time. And then we're getting on to the rear, which is their own stock design. I really like this thing. It's adjustable, a built-in cheek riser, and QD points if you want to add a sling. One of the biggest questions you'll probably see is, why is this a thing when you have 22 ARs, you have the 1022 out there? Why do we need another 22 platform when there's a flood of them? And the answer is, you can never have too much variety, you know what I mean? Yes, you can build out a 1022, and yes, you can get an AR-15 in 22 long rifle, or just do the CMMG Bravo kit. It's always nice to have options and to expand our arsenal, because yes, you could see the same build over and over again, or you can have something completely new, like the TM22, and the different variants that they have with the TM22. I just think that's refreshing, and I'm not gonna say no to more guns. We're gonna talk about more on the range, so we will meet you there. We're on the range here, and we got a couple different magazines. So we have the two 10 rounders right here, a 15 rounder, and then a 25 rounder. This one looks a little goofy, but more rounds, more fun. Yeah, this LPVO by Gideon is actually pretty badass. It's so quiet compared to what we were just shooting. It's kind of funny. All right, let's see if the 15 rounder will work. Works just fine. 25 rounder. We ran all of them. I thought I had the other mag on me. So the kind of style that we went for is like a DMR setup, mainly just for plinking. I'll talk about just a couple things we like about it so far. Accuracy is pretty damn solid. So the safety is very tactile. I like that a lot. So it doesn't move nearly as far as I would expect from like an AR. So It is definitely different, especially if like taking the safety on and off. Kind of gotta get used to that, but it feels really good, very tactile. Again, we are clear. The trigger is really nice as well. Reset's a little lengthy, but as far as the actual pull itself, it's pretty sharp. And overall, the weight is very light. Like even with the LPVO, it's not heavy at all. Even once it's loaded up, it feels pretty good. So you can run and gun with this thing, or if you want to put it on a bench, if you're laying down with it, using the bipod, you'll be just fine. Now we're going to throw on the Disavowed Badger 3 suppressor and see how she runs. The Disavowed Badger 3 is a badass can. I love this thing. Unfortunately, you can't get it off Amazon, but you know what you can get on Amazon? A Ring doorbell. We're not sponsored by them, we just really like their products. It's 24/7 security when you're not there, or even when you are there. There's a lot of craziness going on in this world, so you want to see who's at your front doorstep before you open the door. If you want to pick one up, we have links in the description down below. Stay safe out there, guys.
Man, that is quiet. That is so quiet. Holy smokes.
All right, so we're loading up magazines in the car because it is freezing cold. You know, Georgia, if you ever live in Georgia, you'd understand that one day it is sweaty, it's hot, it's steamy. The next day could be, you know, Hurricane Katrina, and then the day after that, you're freezing your nuts off. What I see with these guys is it's affordable, and from our personal experience, they're reliable. We've had an issue with one of their shotguns, but we've sent it back and their customer service is 10 out of 10. We're gonna do a whole part 2 video on that very soon, so stay tuned to that. This guy's just been a lot of fun. Honestly, that's all I can really say. All right, we're gonna clap Daryl's cheeks.
All right, we are just practicing we are practicing heated assault maneuvers, practicing in the comfort of the heated car. So here we go. We're gonna put some rounds down range. Oh yeah, gotta load one. You gotta practice that more in the heated seats. They're just gonna have a whole collection back there. Just
this platform is a ton of fun. It's definitely unique and different, and that's what I like about it. There's enough points to add any accessory that you would ever want. If you really want to go ham on this, you can do that. We've actually done a night vision scope on this, and it is pretty badass. It's by D&T Optics. That was pretty sick. We filmed a whole video with D&T's optics in VMD C200, and we were using this guy. So go check that out if you haven't already. That was pretty badass. But we've shot a lot of rounds through this thing, and we haven't had a single malfunction or a single issue. Really, the only issues that we've had is we forget to load one in the chamber and you just hear a click. So that's on us. Even running suppress, 0 issues. Again, standard velocity, 22 long rifle, 40 grain, nothing special. We've run subsonics through this thing. Again, suppress, unsuppress, mini mags, stingers, anything you can think of, and it's held up just fine. Stay tuned to Derya because they're coming out with a lever action one, and I can't wait to see what else they come out with because they've been coming out with some fire stuff in the past year. Also, thank you to Gideon for sending out the Guardian. This thing has been amazing. I think the aesthetic of having the Guardian and the TM Flash, it's a match made in heaven. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.